Always the question, can you run, train through pregnancy? Well, I got the chance to sit down with Jenn Giles, a registered dietitian and triathlete. She's had 4 children. She trained through all pregnancies. Each one looked a little bit different, but here is her story. That's how we met. We met in college. As both runners, so yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, I ran through my first pregnancy. I ran through my whole pregnancy. You know, I was just determined to make it through the whole pregnancy, and I did. I ran up until probably the last week or two, where it just didn't feel so good anymore, and then I walked. And I actually walked like 4 miles the day I had her.
Oh wow!
So that was great. I was just really gung ho. The other ones I scaled back a little bit. Your body feels a little bit different, or you just don't feel the need. So my second and third, I probably ran up until like 7 months, and then I walked. And then my fourth, maybe 6 months, and then I walked. But my fourth, I really swam so much more.
Sure.
So I just traded sports. But you know, it made me feel good, and it was almost like I couldn't get through the day without moving. Because it made me feel normal. When you're pregnant, you feel very abnormal. There's an alien inside your body, and you know, you're tired, you're hungry, you don't feel good, you know, all that kind of stuff. So I did it to feel good. I wanted to sweat a little bit. I just wanted to feel good. If I had a run in a shower, I would feel great. That would be a good day. So I just felt the need to do it, and I feel like it made my pregnancies healthier, and I want to think it made my kids healthier. Who knows if that's really true, but did you see the extra oxygen consumption makes your kids healthier? So I'm going to go with that.
Awesome. What about like after birth? Like what was kind of the timeline as far as what recovery did you need? Did it vary from kid to kid? And how did you come back?
Yeah, another great question, because I was super worried about that too. You know, as runners, you're like, think of it like an injury. Every time you get injured, you're like, when can I run? When can I run? Can I run through the injury? So I remember asking my doctor, like, how long do I have to take off before I can run? And he's like, wait, at least 10 days until you get out and walk. And I was like, I'm not waiting 10 days. And I think I did wait like 6 days, and I couldn't walk. And like, I think I took a couple steps and I was like, forget this, and went back. You're beat up. Your body's beat up.
Yeah.
So after 10 or 15 days, I think I went out and just walked, probably for the first couple weeks. And then as soon as I felt ready to kind of jog, I did. But it takes a while. And that was one of the hardest times for me, especially after my first pregnancy, because I didn't understand that it was going to take a while. And, you know, you're really running super slow. I think I was running like 11-minute miles or something. So you're depressed because you're running so slow on the slug, and you get back. And in hindsight, I would say 3 or 4 months, and I was back to like the equal pace that I was before her.
Cool.
And I think I got better with each kid. Like I think that after that first initial, like, oh my gosh, I'm a slug. And the second one, I came back a little sooner. Third one sooner, because you just learn.
Yeah.
And again, I kind of had the crutch of all 3 sports, so I knew I could swim.
Sure, you could do one or the other.
Yeah, it was easier on my body. The running was the last to come back, to be honest. It took the longest for my running speed to come back.
Yeah, I mean, it's impactful. Run. We actually just talked about this on I can't remember if that podcast is going to be the one before this or the one after this, but with face standing, we talked about just how, like, with every step you're putting in 3 times like your body weight and force into your foot, then, you know, up the chain and stuff. So like comparative to swimming, where it's like, oh, you're floating, you know, it's very
push yourself a little bit more.
Yeah.
An interesting thing too that your wife may be interested in is I was actually faster after having my second baby than I was before my first baby. Like my speed, and I was in my early 30s, so I don't know if age has anything to do with it, but yes, I was a better runner after having children. And I have this argument with women all the time. Like, I think it's because after you have a baby, you think, I could do anything. Man, if I did that,
yeah. That's what I was thinking. Like, if you're talking about like pain tolerance, you know, especially like in a sport like running, swimming, biking. It's really about, okay, your fitness level, but also then your pain tolerance level. Like how far are you willing to push your own body into this like pain cave, which is a phrase I stole from an Olympian rower.
There you have it, Jenn's take on running and training during pregnancy. If you found this content helpful, hit subscribe below. We have more great content coming all the time. And if you want the full length episodes, you can head over to your favorite podcast app and type in Science of Sports Recovery and find us there. Till next time.